Satnam, beautiful family, beautiful ascending fellow masters, beautiful souls. Greetings from my heart and my soul. And this beautiful tree already lit up at the top. Let's start together also with water. Water connects, water hydrates our soil, our soul, our body, so that our seeds can sprout and make the most beautiful garden. The garden is our body, the garden is our life. If it's not watered, it doesn't flow and connect. I shared a post about that last night. As I'm seeing that so clearly, I'm astonished how many people are actually barely drinking. The longer they've been in their body, the older they get, they forget to drink because it turns off. There's been a program in the general water as well. And because it's not the right water, the body doesn't want it and the body forgets because it can't use it properly. And then the body forgets to drink. It turns off even being thirsty. And then people put up with that and get used to it, and that becomes a new comfort zone, not drinking. Oh yeah, it's easy, then we don't need to pee. It's just, you just forget to drink. And then you're disconnected. And I'm feeling that now. That's the people coming into my life, not being able to hold connection up, out again. This disconnected energy has very much to do with water and the electricity in our body. That's what body talk is about, getting our body to talk, us talking to our cells, every cell, every part in the body talking with the other parts. It's electricity connecting. The wires need to be connected, and not just within ourselves, but with our environment. Sitting right now under this tree, I'm sharing energy with this tree. The tree with me, and I am receiving, and I'm sharing my energy with the tree. Yeah. And we are upgrading. We need to hold higher amounts of frequencies. That's why the Schumann resonance is rising and has this big blasts, and people are feeling the intensity. And some people can't cope with it and they die. They literally, the body turns off. Or their contract is complete and that as well. Or they're in suffering. And this is hard work. My path has also been with a lot of pain. But the pain is just, if we take a painkiller, we are missing the guiding post. The pain is part of the transformation. Growing pains, we know them from being a child. We had growing pains in the legs. We know it from our children. When the teeth grow, we have pain. So this is normal ascension pain. This is growing pain. And I was guided. That's why I'm sharing always about it, that this water is necessary for us ascension pioneers to have the right fluid and to ease the pain, because it hydrates so deeply because of its molecular structure, that we can function better. We are moist, we are hydrated, we are fluid, our connective tissue pumps up, our body stays hydrated, our neuroplasticity gets soft so we can change. I'm not making this up, I'm experiencing it in my own body, and everybody who's drinking it is experiencing the same, unless they are not drinking it. Not the same, because we are all different, but everybody too is similar. This is not a health claim, this is from my own experience. That's how this water is linked. This is also the connectivity of water, because in the new earth frequencies are about connecting. and being together, and we are all equal. There is no hierarchy. And it's about frequency and our soul tribe coming together. So if we are not out here sharing, we don't find each other. And it doesn't matter what labels and titles someone has. It matters the frequency they have. And changing our frequency is not easy, because we need to go and clear out our conditioning. If we don't clear out our conditioning, we are still running on mom and dad's and our society's conditioning, which comes from their parents and their parents. So being an ancestral curse breaker is very hard work, because we are the first ones to do it when we are that. That requires deep, deep inner work, deep deconditioning, deep reprogramming. And we need to have the right fluid for that. Otherwise, we can't shift. Yeah. And the blind spots, sometimes we need others to help us, because the conditioning is really hard. And depending how old we are, how long we have been in this body, the more rigid it can be, and how we've been nurtured, what water we had all our life, that matters. Where we have lived, it matters. Some are very rigid, some are not so totally rigid, and those are the ones that are actually open to change. Some are very rigid and calcified, and it's basically impossible to change. Old habits die hard, and we see that. I'm here with the horses. Yeah, and you can lead a horse to water, you cannot make them drink. Horses are also very habitual animals. And yeah, some habits are very hard to die. So the more fluid we are and become like water, the more easy we can change, so we can do our work, the work that we came here to be. This just flowed out of me, the work we came here to be, not to do. Source is just speaking through me always. The embodiment, and out of the embodiment we lead, out of our frequency we lead, and our soul light coming fully online. Yeah, so powerful. So my beautiful friends here, they're enjoying their yummy food. Yeah, we've had a lot of rain last night. Massive downpour. Everything is wet and very hydrated. Yeah, as is my body. Super hydrated. And that opens up the highway in our body, our neural pathways, so that we can lay new pathways for the new earth. Yeah, there have also been lots of souls, lots of humans leaving in the last weeks. Lots of shocking deaths, lots of sudden departures. Yeah, and the energies have been really, really intense. So grounding, feet barefoot on the earth is so important. On the roots of the tree, hugging the tree, connecting with the tree, feeling the alignment, reaching up, opening the heart, opening the shoulder portals. Yeah, our chakras balancing, opening up, letting source energy come in. And when we are calcified and hydrated, that's blocked. And the pineal, the pituitary, if they are blocked, we need the pineal gland, yeah, to be open and decalcified. Our pituitary as well. Everything needs to be fluid, and especially the hydration of our thymus as well. Lots of people in the last weeks were very sick with like a super flu. If you feel that coming on, like if you are always drinking and you stay moist, your body flushes this through, is my experience, my own experience. Like last week, when my daughter had something coming on and I felt it, and then we drank, and it didn't come on. It just flushed through. So we need to take care of ourselves, otherwise we can't lead. If we are not healthy, we cannot lead. We cannot lead. We cannot be New Earth leaders if we are not healthy. We cannot be New Earth leaders if we are distracted. We cannot be New Earth leaders if we are disconnected and dehydrated. Then it's just the concept of being that leader with made up titles and whatever. Yeah, and the false self is the conditioning. That's not our true self. We were all conditioned and programmed. No human can avoid that because we have a mom and dad. We are conditioned from day one. And then we come into the ancestral lineage. So we need to decondition, deprogram our whole system on all levels, emotionally, physically, psychically, all levels, to become our true self, which is our radiant soul that comes fully online in our body and our beautiful spirit. That requires devotion and dedication and presence. And also, that is priority, that we take care of our human vessel, or the soul cannot come in. If we are not connected enough, the soul can't come in. We need to do this deep healing work, this clearing work. So now, in this new cycle, this new wave spell, and every leader is at a different point. There are some that only just begin to really embody. There are some who are now feeling whole and feel like really deprogrammed and reprogrammed onto the soul. And we will see them by frequency. And they respond to our frequency. That's why a lot of people are falling away out of our lives, and the new ones come in, because we are all around the world located. And through this beautiful, soulful media, we are connecting. Good morning, Andrew. Thank you for being here, sharing your beautiful energy, your radiant light. Thank you for receiving you and everyone who watches this replay as well. So also in the morning, as I share always, opening the eyes to the sun. Our circadian rhythm is so important and needs the morning sun, unfiltered into the eyes, no sunglasses. It feels actually really good also to do that as well, to release, to loosen the lips, because there's a lot of conditioning in the upper lip as well, the tight upper lip, the control. And our body is an instrument. The highest technology we have available. So it needs the best fuel. And air, fresh air, night and day energy. Deep presence. Feel also the peace of the horses, their calm nervous system. They are safe, they are fed, they are cared for, they feel safe and they can relax. We cannot relax and be at peace if we have stress. That includes financial stress and all the stresses. We need to bring that all into flow, which we can do with the water. Or sometimes we have to go through the stresses of this work, this homecoming work, to come to peace. It's worth it. It's like being in the birth canal. We cannot go back. We can only go through. And this is what we have to do. we have to go through. Sometimes we need midwives to go through. I am a midwife for the soul birth and the embodiment, as are others, and you will recognize them by their frequency, not by the title they give themselves or have been given. You will recognize them by the frequency, because that's how New Earth operates. We find each other by frequency, and we resonate via frequency. Not how much money we have, how good we look or bad we look, what car we drive, or what titles we have. It's by frequency and authenticity. The light we embody, the life we live. You will recognize them by their fruit. Yeah, we can all plant seeds, and we need to tend to the seeds. And then we will recognize everyone by their fruit, which means how we are walking this earth, not how we are saying we are walking this earth. We are all shifting through shadows. We don't need to feel ashamed about that. If you lie today, it might be part of your shadow, and then be seen for that and loved for it, and then allow it to shift. Yeah, anything that's part of the ego structure, we've all had that, we all have that. We don't need to be ashamed about it, but embrace it and honor it. And unconditional love heals it all. Yeah, brings it into integration. What we have disintegrated and disowned because someone made us ashamed for it, yeah, and all the unknown that we have subconsciously, that's sitting in the unconscious, and when we water that to come out as well, so we become clear and don't run on these false, distorted programs. So much distortion in the relation field, so much distortion in the use of sexual life force energy in the collective that we all have had to work through. Yeah. Some are avoiding it, but we will see who has been avoiding the deep work, because we can feel it in the frequency. The frequency isn't then right. We can't avoid it, and we cannot pretend anymore in the new earth. Cannot pretend anymore. No, we have to speak like this beautiful magpie little lark. He's so beautiful, calling out to all of you. There's a family here. The little one used to nest in there. They come every day and share the food with the horses. This is how we share as well, sharing wealth, sharing health. Yeah, not alone anymore. So let's drink to that. And I'm sending you lots of blessings and love for this magical morning. And yeah, I love always having the camera so I can see how the sun shines into me and activates my crown, activates my body. That is also my inner light on the outside. Yeah, I know I have seen myself like that without my face. I am just bright light. And as I've been clearing programs and distortions, my bright light can shine more fully and more fully through. And as I'm hydrating myself and detoxing always with the right water, turning my light body on, yeah, and so can you. If I can do it, so can you. Yeah, that's why I'm sharing this. Not to show, oh, I'm so good. I'm sharing this because I have done it, I've been doing it, and so can you. Yeah. So have a beautiful day. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for watching, for commenting, for liking, for sharing if you feel to. I appreciate you. And I see you. And until we meet next time. And always in the quantum field. It never stops.